Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 10th of March, with the Sun in the part of your scope that's to do with the foundations in your world, but forging a great link with Saturn, the planet of structure, which is in the hidden part of your situation. I think you could be making some very astute observations about your needs around security. Now, security works in lots of different ways, doesn't it? It's not just about having a roof over our heads. It's about being with people that we feel comfortable with and also securing ourselves. And something can shape up this week, something that perhaps you've been working on for some while in the background in a very productive way, which gives you a real sense of optimism. But it's not likely to be a stunning, obvious development. It's more that something that's shaping up slowly but surely, but in a very reassuring way. However, Saturn, which of course is now twisting backwards, as it has been since the start of this month, is actually forging a much tougher link to Mercury. Now, Mercury and Venus are in the part of your scope to do with everyday communication and can see you be very mercurial. You can be quick-witted, funny, great company to be with, and your ability to articulate your ideas before this week has probably been really good, and it can be later this week too. But just while Mercury and Saturn are clashing from Monday till Friday, just be conscious that a piece of information could come out into the public domain which is a little bit embarrassing. Now, perhaps you've been a bit too open to the wrong person and that person ends up being indiscreet, or you let something slip yourself this week. But if you do, well, someone could seize upon it with relish. So I'd be very careful. Avoid all known gossips and avoid small talk. Focus on the things that are really important. But Mercury and Saturn can work in a different kind of way. It can work in a sort of mental way, and it can be repressive, and it's possible that you might doubt yourself and lack a little bit of confidence about some of your ideas. Fortunately, Venus is actually forging a quite sweet link to Venus this week, and there could be just hints around something to do with where you live. It could be a hobby you have, it could be some reassurance that comes from someone that you're close to, a family member, which just gives you a little bit of extra confidence to overcome this Mercury-Saturn square. Now, there is also a link this week between Mars and the North Node. This suggests that friendships are going through a period where you're likely to be reaping some of the rewards for past dedication to a group or a cause, people that you really cared about. In some way, you may be flagged up and your talents and skills and dedication really saluted. But on the other hand, if perhaps you haven't quite committed yourself to others as much as you could, this is a reminder that perhaps you need to try a little harder. But as the week draws to a close, there is one absolutely delicious link that occurs between Venus and Uranus. Now, Uranus is in a great part of your horoscope for creativity, and it suggests that a surprise phone call, text message or invitation can really cheer you up, whatever your frame of mind is, certainly give you a boost as this week draws to a close. And this spontaneous event can absolutely be fab. It could even be a date, an invitation that you're just not expecting, and it just comes from the ether, which makes it all the more special. But there is a full moon which occurs on Sunday, suggesting that balancing your needs to be an emotional being with the demands of the world, our worldly interactions, work, expectations of others, certainly is something you need to be mindful of as this week draws to a close. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.